Hi everyone, I'm Lara and I'm a career coach. In today's video, I want to go through with you the 7 tips that I have that are essentially hacks for your resume on how to make it really stand out with the competition. So let's get started. Okay, tip number 1 is your profile summary. You want to keep this short and sweet and to the point. And what I would recommend is that you look at the job description and take a few points from that and include that as to how you bring those skills in your resume. Now, I'm a big fan of bullet points because I find it's easier to read, it's to the point. If you want to put sentences, that's okay too, but I would recommend putting about 3 to 4 points. That's it. Don't make it too long. Now, tip number 2 is your summary of your qualifications. Now that can have a few more bullet points, maybe about 10, but no more than that, and try to include everything that you would feel is relevant to this job that you're applying for. Now, a lot of times people just want to do one, cookie cutter resume that will be applied to every job. Well, it's not going to really stand out, and you want to tailor it to the job that you're applying for. So list all those things in your summary that would really benefit that company and that they've listed in their job description. Another thing you want to put in there is if you have any certifications, any licensing that they're asking for, you want to include those at the top of the list. Okay, tip number 3 is your experience. Now, depending on how much experience that you have, you want to include all the ones that are relevant, that are going to help you with this particular position. So when you're looking at the job description, make sure you plug in those words that they're looking for in your experience. You really want to emphasize that you have these skills so that when they're scanning through the job description and your resume, it's picking up on those words. Sometimes when you're applying digitally to a job, they do have a system that will scan the resumes and they will look for those specific words. So that's something to keep in mind, that they will scan and check to see, okay, does this person have the same skills that are listed in the job description? Okay, number 4, my tip is to make sure that your resume sounds formal. I'll be honest, there's a lot of times that I'll see resumes that are not, and people don't really understand why they're not getting a chance. Regardless of the industry, you want to always present yourself with the utmost value. Okay, tip number 5 is your accomplishments. You want to make sure that you are humble and that you are saying all the great things that you've done. For example, if you've won awards and you've been on various trips because of it, you've won quarterly awards, you've won yearly awards, you've won distinction awards, anything like that, you can put those in there. Those are amazing achievements and definitely something to be celebrated. So those are the types of things that could set you aside. So somebody who has that experience, that tells a story for that person interviewing you without you having to say it. So how I would see it is somebody who wins a yearly award, let's say, for their leadership or their customer service or their dedication to the job. Well, that kind of sums up everything into that award, and that's all I needed to see for those types of skills. So I've already received all of that information in that one award by you listing it there. So that's actually a benefit. Okay, tip number 6 is super simple. It's bullet points. Now, I recommend using bullet points because it's just easier to read in your resume. It's cleaner and it gives that person a chance to really skim through your resume and get the value of each point right then and there. Instead of having to kind of sort through your resume and read it like a book, you want them to just have it as a checklist. That's how I see a resume, is a checklist. Does it have everything that I need? And then you just check it off. Yes, 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 yes. And then great, you give that person an interview. Okay, tip number 7 is be simple and be specific. Don't make it complex and hard to read. You want to be able to be very clear on what you're writing, match it with the job description, and that way that whoever's reading it knows exactly what you're trying to convey in your resume. super simple, and just get to the point of what you have and what you're offering. These tips are really easy to follow to make sure that your resume can stand out, that you have that chance. So what I would recommend is that you go through your resume, make sure you've hit all of these great hacks that I've provided you today so that you're putting your best resume forward and you're getting that chance to get that interview. And let me know how it goes. Leave me a comment below. And if you have any questions or video ideas that you'd like me to do, I'm happy to. Please don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.